Welcome back. We are in the kitchen with Faith Leung from Moonwalk on this Thursday afternoon. Welcome back to the show.
Thank you.
Yes, fresh back from a little trip to Vancouver.
Yeah, it was great.
Good. Yeah, it's always good to get out of town.
Yeah, I love retail therapy.
Retail therapy is definitely a good thing for many of us ladies and men. Today, we are making prawns in tomato sauce.
Yeah. So this is actually, it's one of my favorite dishes, I'm not gonna lie. I chose prawns as our protein today, but you can also choose eggs. If you have like young children, instead of using prawns, you can scramble up the egg instead and put it in. It's like pretty much every child's favorite dish.
These prawns are huge.
I know, they are humongous. They're delicious too.
I'm sure. I can't wait to sink my teeth into one of those. Let's get the close-up. There it is. Yeah, prawns, generally speaking, with kids, are you talking in terms of shellfish, or because you think kids don't like prawns? Or
you know, I find actually now kids are more open to trying new things, like prawns, sushi, like different stuff. But eggs, the egg dish is really good for children as well.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but we did prepare these prawns. I'll just explain them a little bit. We did prepare them first at the restaurant. So anytime you have prawns, we always put like a ladle of oil in a wok, and then we put the prawns in there just to cook them thoroughly. Once they're like half cooked, what we do is we actually take them out of the oil and run them under cold water. And what you're gonna find when you do that is your prawn is firmer.
Okay.
Yeah, and, you know, sometimes what shies people away from seafood is sometimes the texture and smell.
Absolutely.
That will definitely take it out. You know, you'll get a really firm prawn, you'll get the taste of the prawn and not that fishy aftertaste that you get from it.
Good tip.
Yeah.
Okay, let us get started.
Perfect. So what we're gonna do is we've heated up the wok a little bit. I'm just gonna heat up the oil here first before I introduce all the ingredients. The first step here is we've got ginger slices. We're just gonna saute them here. Perfect. If I can get you to do the stirring today.
I always like to do something rather than stand here. It's much better.
Yeah. So we're gonna put our first few ingredients in there. So we've got garlic, onions, tomatoes, prawns. We're gonna use about ½ teaspoon of salt, about 2 teaspoons of the sugar, ½ teaspoons of the chicken powder, the mushroom soy sauce. Once again, mushroom soy sauce is used for the darkening of the food, so it's not very salty. We've got the potato starch, sesame oil, and then we've got a little bit of water here as well. So we've got the ginger here cooking very nicely. I'm gonna put a little bit of onions and some garlic. If you choose to use a different protein other than shrimp, you don't have to use the garlic.
Okay.
I just usually do it once again, just so your seafood doesn't have that kind of aftertaste. And then we'll put some tomatoes in. We won't put it all in. I think he was a little bit tomato friendly here, my husband today.
You forget how good it smells to cook with ginger.
Oh, I know.
So good.
Seriously, and when you taste it, it literally brings out all the flavor in the food. So what we're gonna do now is I'm just gonna put in this water. So if you let it just boil here, we're just gonna let everything bring to a boil, because what it's gonna do is it's gonna soften all the tomatoes here.
Okay.
So once this is doing, we'll put in the flavor here. Got the salt.
Are we on like high? Yes, we are.
Yeah.
Here we go. Starting to get going.
Because once again, remember, if you don't have something that's boiling, when you do the thickening, it won't be the right consistency.
Okay.
Yeah, you'll either be too thin or too thick there.
Okay. All right, give that a stir.
Yeah.
So this actually sort of reduces into a sort of more of a sauce?
Yeah, it's gonna be a very light, thin sauce there for you. Perfect. We got to get those boiling, and then we'll put the prawns in, because I've pre-cooked the prawns.
You did, okay.
Now, I feel like if I put all of them in, they're probably not gonna fit in our dish there, but we'll leave some in the wok after.
We'll take the chance. Let's just take the chance and cook those babies up. They're massive. These are tiger prawns then, yes?
Yeah, these ones are black tiger
so we're just
prawns.
gonna have to wait for a minute. How have things been at the restaurant now? We should take this opportunity to say you're renovating North Shore.
Yeah. They actually started tearing everything apart. I was a little bit frightened when I walked in today, because they take out all the baseboards and everything. But it is really exciting, because right after Easter, they're gonna be like painting and putting in all the booths. Like, we're so excited.
That's awesome. Are you right in there hands-on? Are you helping out, or?
It's dangerous if I help out, to be honest.
In what way?
Yeah, I remember once I was doing the painting, and my friend literally took all this time to put like the tape around the bathroom sign, and he was like, be careful, Faith. You don't want to, paint over the sign, like I put tape there, and I was kind of like, you know, what kind of idiot do you think I am? And all of a sudden I rolled right over the sign, like as I was saying it.
No.
So yeah.
So best that you sort of keep a little bit of a
distance. Yeah.
And again, how long are those renovations going to be?
We're doing a little bit each week.
Yeah.
We are still open.
You are open during.
Yeah,
Okay.
we are open during the renovations.
Okay.
But, you know, after the end of the month, I think it's definitely worth taking a look at.
Okay, very exciting.
So put a little bit of sesame oil, and as it's boiling here, I'm just going to borrow this from you, just because I'm going to do thickening here. Mm-hmm. So potato starch kind of sticks together. You just have to stir it a little bit. Mm-hmm. And once again, when you use the potato starch and you mix the water, use cold water, don't use warm water. Mm-hmm. So I put a little bit in, and then I stir it up a little bit, because I just want to know how it is.
The trick is to not make it too thick, I guess, right?
Yeah. You don't really want really pasty food.
No.
Because part of eating is, you know, as you said, the smell. So you can smell it when you have it. Mm-hmm. Appearance, right? Taste.
But texture is everything, right? Texture is everything, truly.
So we just mix it a little bit here.
My kids wouldn't eat chicken the other night. They thought it tasted too rubbery.
What?
Yes.
Chicken's
Kids are
like a
fussy,
staple
though.
for children.
And normally it is, but this chicken was too rubbery. I don't know.
A little bit more in there. And see how it's really light here? We're just going to put a little bit of the mushroom soy, and then you can kind of tell the difference here too. Mm-hmm.
It smells delightful.
Oh, this is so good. Mm-hmm. And I tell myself it's really healthy because it's got tomatoes in it.
And prawns, and onions, and ginger. What's unhealthy? There's a little bit of sugar,
Yeah,
little
that's
potato
about it.
starch. Generally, this is pretty carb-free, if you ask me.
So
Delightful.
perfect. So see how this texture is just, it's still
just
runny
starting.
enough in there.
Yes.
Perfect. So what we're going to do is I'm going to take this rake, I'm going to plate it here.
Sure.
This can be kind of dangerous.
That's okay. It smells so good. I have no worries. It's gonna be fine. Is this how you serve it at the restaurant as well, in a sort of a bowl of broccoli, or?
No, we put the broccoli on here. We usually have like another plate for it.
Yes.
But you can all, like what we did is we just steamed the broccoli once again. Once we steamed it a little bit, then we run it out of cold water just so it keeps its form. Mm-hmm. Right? Mm-hmm. Perfect. And then we just lined it up, and then you can always serve with a little bowl of rice here. I'm gonna move this. See if this works out. There we go.
Look at that. You did that earlier right before we started the segment. That looks absolutely gorgeous. And what is this called on the menu? Prawns with tomato sauce?
Yeah.
And tomato sauce. Beautiful. Another hit. I go home and I actually try most of these recipes.
Oh,
So
awesome.
yeah, I've tried the hot sour soup. I've tried the Shanghai noodles, and this will be the next one on my list. So thank you for being here today.
Oh, thanks for having me.
Yeah, and happy Easter to you. Hopefully you have some time to relax over the weekend.
Oh yeah, it'll be great. I'm actually really excited. I
Yeah.
love any holiday with chocolate.
I know. True enough. There aren't enough of them. 2 locations to serve you. Yes, renovations going on right now at the North Shore location, but they are still open, so keep that in mind. Moonwalk.ca. Check out that delicious prawn with tomato sauce dish right there. We'll be back after a quick break. Stay with us.